Hey everyone, Penros776 here. There's a new Special Heroes banner out. I've seen the silhouettes. I cannot be fooled. I know exactly who's on it. Plegian, Halloween Grima. I'd recognize those ears anyway. And look, first unit there. It's Nailah. It's not Grima, but it is Nailah. That's very cool. And that also means it's not a Plegian banner. It is in fact a Hatari banner, I guess. There it is. Buddy, that's a wall of text that could split Berlin in half. Nailah. Hatari Nailah, as opposed to regular Nailah, even though regular Nailah is also Hatari Nailah. I'm just not going to think about it too hard, but that's how it is, I suppose. Is a red infantry beast. She has the Royal Hatari fan. Enables Kanto Rem +1 while transformed. Enables Kanto Rem +1 while transformed. Okay, so Kanto while transformed. Accelerates special trigger cooldown count -1. If you initiates combat within 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack speed death res +5 to unit, and neutralizes effects that guarantee foes follow-up attacks or prevent units follow-up attacks during combat. So, okay, Kanto, slaying, +5 to all stats, null follow-up. Then, as an infantry beast, there's the standard new infantry beast effect that was introduced with Nailah, her refine, which is, again, the transformation, +2 attack when transformed, +7 damage on special trigger when transformed, and null guard-ish. Name pending having a better name for it, but null special, right? This is a really strong weapon. I'll tell you why this is a really strong weapon. Let me name a weapon that accelerates special trigger, cooldown count -1, has null follow-up, and null guard. It's on Byleth. It's on plain old regular Byleth. And, that's still pretty great, actually. The only place it really lacks is in stats. Byleth loses stat checks against a lot of really strong units because despite completely leveling the playing field in terms of follow-ups, in terms of special acceleration, Byleth nonetheless has very small stat numbers. You know what this weapon has that Creator Sword doesn't? +5 to all stats. Because we're in 2022 now, people. +5 to all stats is on every weapon. And also Kanto. Did I mention Kanto? And also +7 special damage. Of course, it's a beast, so you've got to hit that beast transformation condition. But this is just a really strong, all-around weapon. And initiating combat or being within 2 spaces of an ally, that's a very easy condition to trigger. For the special slot, Luna. Alright. For the A slot, Sturdy Surge. It initiates combat, grants attack +7, defense +10 to unit during combat. And also if unit deals damage to foe using a special, restores HP equals X% of unit's max HP. X equals unit's max special cooldown count value times 20 +10 makes 100. You can't restore more than 100% of your HP. Triggers even if 0 damage is dealt. So, it's a second Surge skill. Surge Sparrow was great. Surge Sparrow was basically just a flat upgrade to Swift Sparrow. The only place it's really a downgrade to Swift Sparrow is if you deliberately want to be on low hit points for some reason, but for all other unit types, it's an upgrade because it's more stats and you get healing out of it. Sturdy Surge is, compared to Sturdy Impact, a little less cut and dry because Swift Sparrow just had stats. Sturdy Impact had stats and the impact effect. If you're attacking, they don't get a follow-up attack. Sturdy Surge is now trading that condition for your healing, so it's more of a side grade than Surge Sparrow was. Still, it's definitely very interesting for units who are naturally fast and have naturally null follow-up, like Nailah. Maybe you don't really need the impact effect because you're already nulling follow-up. If you're winning the speed check, there's no reason for you to stop them from following up anyway, because you're already stopping them from following up. Get that? The only time you really need the impact part of impact on a really fast unit, like I'm assuming Nailah is if you're hitting them and they're faster than you, and they also don't have null follow-up, because a lot of fast units nowadays want to have some form of null follow-up effect. What else is there? Lull, speed defense 3. Alright, and of course, Nailah's classic personal skill, Glare. After combat, if you attack, inflict status on target and foes within one space of target, restricting movement to one space through their next actions. Not quite as strong as what Legendary Claude has, but on a unit who can hit and run with that Canto Rem +1, and has just really strong initiation in general, that's gonna make it really easy to hit and run. Now, other things to consider, of course, this is building up Nailah as a very special focused unit, but you don't have to run Luna Sturdy Surge necessarily as a combination. Because of that null guard effect, all the new infantry beasts work really well as Gale Force units. Even though you're losing out on the 7 extra damage from the special, you can still Gale Force with them just fine, just peachy perfect. Especially with slaying as well. Alternately, there's a lot of stuff you can do with this unit. They're very multi-purpose, kind of like Byleth, actually. Funny that. And yeah, love Nailah getting to be a strong unit again. Funny that we've actually had 3 Nailahs now as well, because we had regular Nailah, Bridal Nailah, and now this Nailah. I'm not complaining though. Love a good Nailah. Let's see who's next. There's the transformation. Nailah's a wolf form because... Oh, to the wolves. Yeah. Big on wolves here. Here's an... Is that blue hair or black hair? Is that Karla?
I may be unaccustomed to this weapon.
It is!
But I will not need excuses.
From Fire Emblem, because that's what it's called, buddy. Karla is equipped with the Dry Blade Lance. Is Karla famous for being dry? Don't answer that. The Dry Blade Lance. I guess we are in a desert. She is a infantry lance unit. This accelerates special trigger, cooldown count -1. At the start of turn 1, grants special cooldown count -2 to unit. At the start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, grants attack speed +6 to the unit during combat, and deals damage equal to X% of unit's speed when special triggers. X equals unit's max special cooldown count value times 10 plus 20. So, that, to begin with, special cooldown count -2 to unit, turn 1. Very, very strong. This effect has, it's basically a free infantry pulse without needing an infantry pulse team. It's been on Sonya, was it? Pretty sure it was Sonya. Since the beginning, Sonya famous for hitting people with really big specials, and this is going to let you do exactly the same, hit people with really big specials. Depending on how you want to play it, it can be tempting to run this with a really big special, like a really big special, to pump up that X%, but, well, Draconic Aura they've given her, and that's honestly the sweet spot. Well, I mean, a 2 cooldown special would work great as well, because it goes down to 1. But basically, how can I put this? Because it's X times 10 plus 20, you're getting 30 base for a 2 cooldown drop to 1 cooldown with slaying. Going up to 2 cooldown brings that up to 40% of unit speed. Going up to 3 cooldown or 4 cooldown only brings that up to like 10% more each time. So in terms of your damage per unit of cooldown, low cooldown specials are better because you can get them more often as well. That's my way of looking at it anyway. Draconic Aura, as for special, as I said, 3 down to 2, so it's getting charged instantly. Special Spiral, 3 in the B slot. What can I say? Spiral is your specials. You are now, because you've got that special pre-charged, you're triggering it in combat, you're refilling it straight after combat, you're hitting people with the special every dang time. Hopefully she's got a good speed stat. And in the C slot, Odd Tempest. It's good. It's good. This is a kit for hitting people with really big specials. Not really sure what more I can say about it other than it's really good to hit people with really big specials. Kind of a single focus unit here. Again, this could be run as a Gale Force unit. Again, you're losing out on kind of that extra damage. But hey, you're getting free cooldown stuff, right? But even in just the base kit version of this does seem like a really strong weapon to have. So congrats, Karla. Being dry has worked out for you. I guess it is January. It is the month to be dry. What am I saying? It is like 3-4 AM. I can just say whatever I want on these banners. People will understand. Odd Tempest also really good to have as fodder, by the way. If you like your Dimitris for whatever reason, there's another source of Odd Tempest now. Come get it. Anyway, let's see some animations.
Do me the honor.
And I really like the blue particles in that special art as well. Who's that? Is that one of the kids, or is it?
Does it even matter who wins?
It's
But I
Xane.
can't just
Yeah, it's way more
watch now,
obvious in
can
this
I?
pose. Xane as a staff infantry unit, presumably our 4-star demote, equipped with the Serpentine Staff. Foe cannot recover HP during or after combat. After combat, if unit attacks, deals 7 damage to and inflicts deep wounds on target and foes within 2 spaces of target. It's another smoke staff. We've got the there's a panic staff, there's a flash staff, there's Witchy Wand, which is the guard and pulse smoke staff, and now we've got one for the new fatal smoke, and it's good. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. It's good. This kind of effect, it is good. Fatal smoke. A lot of things in this game like to heal now. You know who runs Mystic Boost? Just about everyone. So, let's stop them from healing. Let's deep wound them so that they cannot be healed. And as a staff unit as well, you have access to Dazzling Staff. In fact, I've looked down, there it is, right there. Dazzling Staff, meaning you can essentially apply this for free to anyone who is not named Ascendant Film. Or isn't running Null Sea Disrupt, but you don't really see Null Sea Disrupt that often these days, not now that Ascendant Film exists. Yeah, kind of a neat staff to round out our kit of various types of staff. Physic Plus, it's a healing skill. Miracle, it's the only combat special that healers actually get to run. Defense Res Solo is kind of interesting. And Dazzling Staff. Dazzling Staff is probably the most exciting part of this kit that isn't the weapon itself. Because, hey, every staff unit likes having Dazzling Staff. And yeah, presumably this is a 4-star unit, so easy way to stock up on Dazzling Staff, easy way to stock up on the new staff, either for use on Xane themselves, or if you've got a staff unit who you just want to fodder it off to, you're not having to fodder a 5-star. Yay! Xane has now been a 4-star seasonal unit twice. What's up with that? Xane, is there something you're not telling us? Is there a specific reason why you're always a 4-star seasonal? Also, what? Have they just given up on this banner being from a specific game? It seems we've got a little from everywhere here. Not that I'm complaining, I like it, but it's really confusing. I've actually got a plain old regular Xane. Really interesting unit. Bit underwhelming combat. And Azura and is that Liane? Hatari Duet are harmonized unit. Pretty is probably turning into some kind of explosion right now with a new Azura being in existence. They are... Oh, I see grey waves. They're a harmonic dancer. Well, let's start from the top. Dancing Flames. It is a green tone, I'm pretty sure. They are a cavalry. They're a cav dancer. Second cav dancer ever. First one being, of course, Sigurd, Joe Sigurd. Dancing Flames grants attack +3 if single dance is used, grants attack speed def res 6 to adjacent allies for 1 turn. If at start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, grants attack speed +6 to unit during combat. Fairly simple weapon, which I actually like that they've gone simple on this one. It's very tempting, I'm guessing, for IS to see a new dancer and or a new harmonic unit and just put really good things. Really, really good things in every slot. But this is a fairly simple weapon. It's just giving out visible buffs and attack speed +6. What more do you want? Although it is very funny, actually. This is a dancer, but it seems like they've got an attack speed focus. It grants attack +3 as well, which in the player hands, of course, really handy to have a dancer that can also do some serious damage. In AI hands, however, I'm sure you will know about the 5 damage rule. This is a dancer that's going to be attacking people a whole bunch, I suspect. They have Azura's personal dance, or song and dance, I guess, combination song and dance, to some extent. Grey waves, you are the ocean's grey waves. We're in the desert, Azura. We are in the desert. Learn another song. There are waves in the desert, but they're orange. They're called sand dunes. Grants another action to target ally, and if target is an infantry or flying ally, target can move 1 extra space. That turn only, does not stack, cannot target an ally with sing or dance. This skill treated as sing or dance. Yeah, you are the ocean's grey waves, and then they go a little further than normal. Back when Legendary Azura came out, this was absolutely turbo mondo busted. Now that Legendary Azura has been out for ages, honestly, as a pure dancer at this point, I'm not really seeing them being much better than Legendary Azura, per se. But what they do have is their harmonic unit. And they're a cavalry unit. And there's a lot of stuff you can do with cavalry units with cav dancers that currently you only can use Joe Sigurd for, So having this as another option there is just really nice. In the A slot, Fury 4, I'm not even going to question it. I guess you're using your dancer to soak chills, perhaps? Sure, Fury 4, why not? Let them be furious, I guess. Neither of them seem like particularly angry people, but sure. Why not? Speed Res Far Trace 3. It's a Kanto skill. Again, inflicting Speed Res -3 on foe. Very offensive kit for a dancer. Bizarre, but the Kanto is gonna be real neat. For you as a player, at least. Being able to dance and then Kanto, lets you kind of save yourselves from positions where you're dancing, but then you really need your dance to get out of there or not stand on a specific tile afterwards, that you can run into quite a lot with just regular old dancers. And in the C slot, a new Cross Spur skill. Cross Spur Res grants Res +5 to allies in cardinal direction of unit during combat. I don't know what you're doing with 5 Res over there, over the other side of the map. Cross Spur Attack was definitely the best Cross Spur skill. The rest of them don't kind of exactly match up. But sure, I guess if you need +5 Res and you're standing a long way away, this is how you do it. What more can I say? Well, there is one more thing I can say. What's their harmonic skill? Let's take a quick look-a-roni. Ooh, that's a fun attack line. There's their stats. Very high attack and speed. The harmonized skill grants Resonance Blades to unit and allies from the same titles as unit, so that's +4 attack and speed. And grants another action to ally with the highest... Oh, it's another harmonic dance. With the highest HP, who is within 2 spaces, has already acted, and is from the same titles as unit, excluding, of course, themselves. And it can target allies with single dance. Important to note as well that Azura obviously is from the same title as all the other Azuras. Liane is from the same title as your Liane and Racen. So there's a lot of just plain dancers that this harmonic unit can refresh already. Not, of course, mentioning the various other units from the same titles as them that you can also presumably build a team around with them. I can't remember who the current meta units from those titles are, but I'm sure they're very strong, whoever they are. Can't wait to be absolutely terrorized by them. Wahey. So yeah, Harmonic Dancer gets another harmonic dance. I'm starting to wonder if they're running out of ideas for these harmonized skills, honestly. Well, lo and behold, yeah, there it is.
Let our voices ring out. Listen to our song. Looks like it's my turn.
Oh, and
You can do it.
oh, they're going to obliterate this Lance Flyer. We didn't get to hear a special line. Sad. And going into our Tempest trial story and paralog story here. Who is that? Is that Volug? No, Volug's hair is a different color. And also Volug has ears. This guy doesn't have ears. Dean? Is he Dean? I'm guessing he's Dean. Funny that we'd see Dean like that. He is a Horse Dagger unit. That's only the second, I think, Horse Dagger unit after Molinus. No, that's a complete lie. There are other Horse Dagger units, but this one's free to play. There's plenty of other Horse Dagger units. I just thought of multiple of them, but yeah, it's the middle of the night. What am I talking about? But cool. It's Dean. Everyone loves Dean. You love Dean. I love Dean. Cool dagger, actually. But that's going to have some great effects on it. Or maybe it isn't, who knows, actually. There isn't really been an inheritable theme on this banner at all. In fact, they don't have inheritable weapons except for Xane, who is a staff unit. What can I say? Of course, there's a spark, but only if you pay money for Fay Pass, because we are making real money online. Well, that's the banner. Let me know what you thought. No Grima. No Halloween Grima. I was wrong, but you didn't hear it from me. I am still infallible in all ways. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know if you're going to be summoning. I'm probably skipping this one, because I've got mythics and things, what I need. But maybe you're not, so tell me about it, and I'll see you all next time.